Hi, hello, how are ya? If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Maya Denise. If you're not new here, welcome back, girl. What's going on? How you been? So today we've got a good one, and I feel like this is gonna be a pretty long one because we've got a lot of stuff to go over. So no business here. We're just gonna get right into it. So today, I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Lunar Beauty collection, the Outer Dimension collection. Look at this beauty shot, first of all. Stunning. And this card is massive, but it's massive because it lists the entire collection on the back. It features a face palette with bronzing and brightening shades. It also features 3 lip glosses, a liquid lipstick, as well as a face brush set that comes in this cute little bag. I did my brows and primed my eyes already because I actually kind of want to try out this palette on my eyes. I know that it is for the face, but I figure if I can use it on my face, I can use it on my eyes. So I'm gonna see if I can create like a neutral type of eye look with this. First of all, this is the palette, and I just have to say, as usual, Lunar Beauty killed this. They always have really beautifully textured palettes, really beautiful designs. It's iridescent, it glows. I love this moon face. It's cool because I don't know if you can see on camera, but part of it is actually like a moon and is a little bit darker on one side, and then the other side of it is at the sun side, so it coincides with the inside of the palette, which we're about to get into. So let's go. Ooh, this is a big mama. Okay, first of all, massive mirror, like a huge mirror, but look at this palette. Absolutely stunning. So this is the moon side where you will find all your bronzing shades, and this is the sun side where you will find all of your brightening shades. Something that I find really cool about this palette is that they actually send a how-to with it so that you can learn a little bit more about what the shades are, what shade will be best for you in terms of brightening and in terms of bronzing, and I think that's really cool. As always, everything is so detailed and so well thought out. I genuinely appreciate that so much. I think that it's really cool. This is such a cool palette and cool concept for a face palette. You know, a lot of face palettes are just, you know, it's just a plain old bronzing palette, a plain old highlighting powder, you know what I mean? But this really goes like above and beyond. And what I think is really cool about this is, so there's these 2 shades here. This one is a like straight up white, and this one's a really deep brown, so that you can mix and match any of the shades to make your own personal color. And as a makeup artist, I really like that. Right off the bat, I can tell you I'm probably going to be putting this palette, after I use it today, in my kit because there are so many options. You can create your own custom colors, and that is what I do with my kit. I never really ever just use one color for someone's skin. I'm usually mixing and matching them to get it to their perfect skin tone. So I think that this is really cool that there's so many options, and I'm really excited, honestly. So for now, we're just gonna focus on the eyes and see if I can create a dope ass eye look with this palette. So to start out, I've got my Lunar Beauty eye brushes. Obviously you don't have to use the Lunar Beauty eye brushes, but I have them and I figure I'll just keep it on brand, so I'm gonna use them. I do use these brushes a lot. Some of them are actually like stained because I use them so much, so ignore that, okay? I'm gonna be taking the LBE1 eyeshadow brush and go into this color Bronze Sky over here. I'm gonna just put that all over my eye to kind of create like a base. So right off the bat, I can tell that this color is very blendable and very pigmented, but not too pigmented, okay? So when you first dip in and put it on your eye, you don't get this big block of color. You get buildable coverage color, and honestly, I think that that's perfect. Obviously, this is a bronzer palette, so you kind of want that in a bronzer. You don't want it to just pack a punch of pigment, and then you kind of have to like scurry and blend it out, so I really like this. Next up, I'm going to take the shade down here called Deep Sky, and I'm going to put that in my outer crease to deepen it up a little bit. That was really nice too. See, these colors are so blendable. I can only imagine what they're gonna do on the face if they're just doing this on the eye. So I just cut my crease using the LBE4 brush and the P. Louise white base. Now I'm gonna go in with this color over here called Bright Sky. It's like a light cream color, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in. Okay, that is really cute. I love that. Next up, I'm actually gonna go in with this dark sky color, which is the darkest color in the palette, and I'm gonna do like a little liner moment. Let's see how that works out. And I'm gonna be using the LBE7 for that one. These are obviously meant to be bronzer shades, so I do have to apply more product and keep dipping my brush in because you're supposed to be able to build the coverage on them, which I have no problem for because obviously they're not actually made for the eyes. That honestly looks fucking amazing. These colors blended so nicely. For the fact that it's a face palette and I just did this on my eyes with it, so good. So now that the eyes are pretty much done for the most part, I will see y'all when I get to the face so that we can try out this brush set and we can get into this palette on the face. All right, now let's get into this stunning brush set. I just unwrapped them all and took them out of the cute little bag that they come in. This is all of them. There are 7 brushes in total. There are 6 of their regular brushes and then a dual-ended brush as well. I do have to say these brushes are so soft. I actually genuinely cannot wait to use them on my face because it feels like a cloud up in here. Like, oh. So let me just list off what brushes we have. First one, like I said, is the dual-ended brush. Then we've got the LBF1. This is the large powder brush. Next up, we've got LBF2, which is the round foundation buffer brush. LBF3 is the angled cheek brush. LBF4 is the perfect cream brush. LBF5 is the fluffy light face brush, and LBF6 is the highlight brush. So I already primed my face, so let me take this foundation brush. So I'm just gonna go in. I've got my foundation on my hand. I mixed 2 foundations together and then just go right in. Right off the bat, I just have to say this gives incredible coverage. I barely really did much. You just saw that, and it's pretty much blended out across my face already. This is really going well so far. I'm gonna finish up the face. All right, I just have to say that was probably one of the easiest foundation applications I've ever done. This brush blends so beautifully. It's soft enough to the point where it feels really, really nice on the skin, but it's dense enough to the point where it really, really gets that full coverage look, and I really appreciate it. This is incredible. This brush is fantastic, and she's heavy and bulky. Like, you could really somebody, you know what I mean? If you ever need to fight and you got your brushes with you. So next, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take the LBF1 and just lightly set my face with some loose setting powder so that I can go in with the brightening and bronzing powders. But I'm a very oily person, so I feel like I need to set my face first and then go in with the other powders. This brush is so big and wonderful that it just set my face so quickly. Literally, that took like 20 seconds, not even, and my face is fully set. That did what it was supposed to do. So next, what I like to do is just spray my face with some hydrating mist so that it soaks the powder into my skin and everything looks a little bit more skin-like. It also prevents any cakiness. So as you could tell, I didn't put any concealer on, and this is because I really want to build that brightness with this palette. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the palette and I'm going to take the double-ended brush. I'm going to use this end of it here, and I'm going to go in with the bright sky color right up here, and also the color that I used on my lid today. I'm going to go in and see how bright I can get my under eyes. Okay, that's one layer of powder. That is 2 layers of powder, and I think I'm gonna do just one more. So I'm not sure if you can even see it on camera. You can definitely see it in person, how much brighter my under eye and how much more awake and lifted I look. It also gave like a little bit of a blurring effect, so my pores look smaller, and I have bags under my eyes, and you can't see them as much in person as you can on this side. That's pretty cool. I've never really used brightening powders before, so I think that this is really fun. What I do want to do is maybe put it on the chin a little bit. The middle of the forehead. So this is basically where I would be applying any concealer to brighten anything, but because I didn't apply concealer, because I was going to depend solely on this powder, that's what I'm doing. I also want to actually put some down the center of my nose. Just to give it that brightening effect so that when I bronze there, you'll be able to see it. Okay, next up, we're gonna bronze. So for this one, I'm actually gonna mix Bronze Sky and Tan Sky, which is these 2 colors over here. And I'm also going to continue to use the double-ended brush, but the bigger bronzing side. I'm obsessed with this because being able to mix these 2 colors made my perfect bronzing shade, and they blend out so nice, and the coverage is so buildable. It doesn't give you, like I said in the beginning, it doesn't give you like a pack of pigment to the point where you're like panicking and you have to try and blend it out really quickly. This one gives you a nice buildable coverage that you can blend up to whatever you want it to be, and I personally love that. And what I'm gonna do actually is go back into that bright sky shade that I used before and just tuck it right underneath where I just bronzed to try and cut that area to make it a little bit of a sharper bronze. That like really honestly made such a difference. I can't even believe it. That was crazy. Okay, I'm honestly genuinely obsessed with this palette, the brushes so far. So what I'm gonna do real quick is just finish up my under eye using the LBE 6 brush and that dark sky color that I used for eyeliner. I'm just gonna blend it underneath my eye. Honestly, I really want to use this white sky shade in the middle, so I think that I'm actually gonna highlight my inner corner with that. Okay, that did what it was supposed to do. Next up, I'm going to take the Moon Prism blush palette in the color Stargaze right here, and the LBE 3 brush. This is the angled brush, and apply some blush with it. So next up, I'm gonna take the LBE 6 and the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism powder in Venus. What I like to do before highlighting is spray my whole face with setting spray, so it's a little bit damp, and then I like to go in with my highlighter. Honestly, this brush is the perfect size for a highlighting brush. It's literally the exact size of where that space is, and it blends very nicely. Eyeshadow and face is finally done. I've used almost all of the brushes at this point, and I used as many shades as I could for the face. So now I'm just gonna slap on some lashes and we'll get right onto the lip. So I finished off my eyes with the Lunar Beauty lashes in Aries. I did line my lips so that we could prepare to get into these lippies. So first things first, there is one liquid lipstick in this collection and it's called Perfection. It is a stunning pinky nude type of color. I'm gonna swatch it on the back of my hand. I'm so happy about this color because I've been looking for a color like this everywhere, and I just feel like not a lot of brands have a perfect pinky nude like this, so I'm honestly just kind of obsessed. Next up, we have the clear gloss called Crystal Kiss. Looks like this. Next up, we have another gloss by the name of Jewel. When Manny first launched this, he said that his mother actually created this shade as more of like a tinted gloss, and honestly I just love this shade. I think that the color is so stunning. It's this plummy type of purple color. And then last but not least, we have Divine, which I think might be my favorite lip gloss of this collection because it is this super cute soft pink gloss with little reflex in it. It's so hard to see, but just look at it in the bottle. I'm obsessed. This is stunning. I'm putting this on my lips, but not before I put Perfection on first. That is Perfection on the lips. Honestly, I'm obsessed. And I'm gonna top it with Divine. Honestly, Lunar Beauty has one of my all-time favorite gloss formulas. I just have to put that out there. So this is the full completed look using the entire Lunar Beauty Outer Dimension collection. We used almost all of the brushes except for two. We used a bunch of colors in the palette as well as two of the lippies that came with the collection. The Outer Dimension face palette goes for $49, and honestly I think that that's an incredible deal. The formula is incredible. The colors are amazing. I created an entire eye look and face look with this palette, and I think that is a great price. Unfortunately for me, I'm probably going to have to slip this into my kit because I just can't be greedy and keep it to myself. But the amount of colors that you can make with this, the amount of skin tones that will match with this, I just feel like it's too good to keep away from my clients. And honestly, my heart breaks slightly to have to give it up because I want it for myself so bad because it's so good, but I know that my clients will really appreciate this, and it is such a good formula and good color selection that like I'm not even mad about it. The liquid lipstick was incredible. It goes for $18 and each of the glosses go for $17. Like I said, Lunar Beauty has one of my all-time favorite lip gloss formulas, so they do no wrong. They do no wrong. The brushes in the collection range from $18 to $10, and honestly, I think that's fucking incredible. Good quality brushes are so hard to find, especially for a low price point like this. High-end brushes can cost upwards of like $60 per brush, so the fact that he was able to deliver this many brushes for this price point is amazing. Lunar Beauty is one of my all-time favorite brands, and they continuously deliver, and this is nothing short of incredible. I'm obsessed with this entire collection. It is so worth the money to get these beautiful products, and honestly, I have nothing but good things to say. Just look at this look. The look really speaks for itself, honestly. The fact that I was able to use this palette for an eyeshadow and my face, like, hello, it doesn't get any better than that. I love multi-purpose products. Overall, as you can tell, I'm obsessed with the collection. I don't have anything bad to say about it because honestly, they just blow me away every single time. Shout out to the Lunar Beauty team and Manny MUA. You guys absolutely killed this collection, and As always, I'm excited to see what you guys come out with next because it's just like the bar keeps getting raised at this point. It's fucking amazing. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. Be sure to leave me a like, a comment, subscribe. Let me know what you did or didn't like about today's video. Remember, constructive criticism is always welcome. Just don't be a hater hoe, okay? Make sure to have a good night or a day, whatever time it is, wherever you're watching this. And I hope to see you guys in the next one.